can I do a more in-depth tour of all of my Goosebumps books? Yes, I absolutely can. Thank you for asking. So if you didn't know, there are multiple sets of Goosebumps books. So we have the original 62 with a couple of anthology types. Then we went right into Goosebumps series 2000. And then we have Give Yourself Goosebumps. And we have Goosebumps Horrorland, Goosebumps Hall of Horrors, Goosebumps Most Wanted, Goosebumps Slappy World. Most recently, we have Goosebumps House of Shivers. And there were also Goosebumps Presents, which are books based on the episodes, and the episodes were, of course, based on the books. I am only missing a handful of books, so if you see one that is flipped over, they are the only ones that I am missing. I'm primarily missing out of the Give Yourself Goosebumps, which it's like a choose your own adventure type book. A lot of these ones that are just towards the back, they are just going up in value, or they're just not showing up on eBay for me. So getting the rest of these will be tricky, but I am always down for the challenge. I'm missing, I think, 2 of these series 2000. I have my originals complete. Most of these are from my childhood. And I have all of the modern books, especially the ones that they still, have out in stores. The Goosebumps Presents, these ones are getting so hard to find and they are so expensive. I don't know if I'll ever have all of these, but a girl can dream. I am also a huge Fear Street collector. Fear Street is like the teenage equivalent of Goosebumps. So all of our characters, they are in high school, they are teenagers, and so a lot of them get murdered or killed. And no one has ever been murdered or killed actively in a Goosebumps book. Fun fact. I think one of the more fun parts about being such an avid Goosebumps collector is more than just the books. It is also just all of the things that go along with Goosebumps collecting. So I would love a ton more, but this is kind of where I'm falling at right now. We have everything from board games to video games, to puzzles, to this came out of a Wendy's Happy Meal. That's a sticker book. I got bookends. I have audiobooks. I have VHSs. I got pins. I have handhelds. I have a little bit of everything. I also have these amazing window clings. These are from 1996, which is just incredible to me. We also have more modern games for Goosebumps. So they are a couple Switch, I have a Wii, and I have some DS games. And then a lot of these other things, I know this came out of the Goosebumps fan club. And then we just have a couple more puzzles and some books from the UK Goosebumps. I only have a few of the unnumbered Goosebumps books, which I think are the original, I think it's 6, where they don't have the number here. So these are a little bit more rare. I only have a couple. They are not in the best condition, so they're not worth anything. But, I still like them and they have a place on my shelf. One of my most prized possessions is the program book from the Goosebumps Live on Stage. I did not go to this. This was in 1996. I would have been 7, and I was probably just getting into Goosebumps around that time. So when you bought a ticket to this, you automatically received this book with your ticket, which is it's called Screams in the Night. And this was an optional purchase that you could have purchased, if you see any kind of Broadway show. It is incredible. It just goes through some of the artwork from it, super 90s, but it goes through the plot. It goes through the characters, super 90s. And yeah, so it is just an incredible little piece of Goosebumps history. That's our monster. That's our snake. And I am obsessed. I would have done anything to have been able to see this, but I don't think my parents would have taken little 7-year-old me to this, despite how creepy and obsessed with all of horror I've always been throughout my life. But this is definitely my most prized possession, Goosebumps related. I think Goosebumps is just the perfect segue to get kids to read. The older ones, but even the modern ones, they are all so good. I have no idea where R.L. Stine comes up with all of these original creative ideas. But if you have a kid who doesn't read or is trying to get into reading, I would absolutely recommend the Goosebumps books. They turned me into the avid reader that I am today. I do not think that I would read as much as I did if I did not have Goosebumps. I am always down to talk about Goosebumps. If you like Goosebumps and you want to see more of my collection or more of me talking about Goosebumps in general, please, please, please follow me. I want to follow you back. I want to be best friends.